As you can see, this is not the studio. It'll have to do for this week, Groot. Hey guys, it's Wood here, or Will, and welcome to another edition of the weekly Marvel Mingle, and as always we will be discussing all things going on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, as you can see, I'm trying this GoPro here. Why not? You know, my phone's charging right now, actually, and I'm out of town, as you can see. So, this will have to do. I also just wanted to see what this would, I just wanted to try this GoPro out for a normal video, because I've never used a GoPro for a full video. Let's get right into the news here. We got some new posters this week for Ant-Man and the Wasp, brand new character posters. We got one for Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man, Hope Van Dyne, aka Wasp, Bill Foster, aka Goliath, Hank Pym, Ghost, and Michelle Pfeiffer's portrayal of Janet Van Dyne, aka Wasp, the original Wasp, of course. So this is our first, real look. So that's pretty awesome. It looks like she has been wandering the microverse for quite some time now, and I can't wait to see how that all plays out. And I love how they haven't showed anything of her in the footage, the trailers, TV spots. I'm glad that it's a surprise as of right now. And the Empire magazine has given us an awesome new cover for Ant-Man and the Wasp, looking pretty cool. Now this is Andy Park. This is his work. So this is looking really nice. So I'm glad we're getting all these new posters and promo images for Ant-Man and the Wasp. The Dolby digital poster actually just got released. That looks pretty awesome. It kind of resembles the Thor Ragnarok one. We've had a few posters come out. I think some IMAX ones over the past few days. So just lots of cool posters for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Going into the Netflix territory, Jeff Loeb says there are no current plans for Defenders Season 2. And I mean, I feel like we would have heard about a season 2 if there was going to be one for a while, or at least if there will be, it'll be in the far future. Because Defenders really, that was a one-time thing, it seemed like. I know, the Avengers, we're used to seeing sequels and all that, teams coming back together, but with the Netflix, territory, it's a different thing, Oh, something else is going on in the city, it looks like. Oh, we gotta rally up the same group again. I mean, it would be cool to see. But it's a little, it's different circumstances because they're all dealing with their own things, each individual Defender, in their own TV shows. So it'd be kind of hard, and coming back to their own individual seasons after that, it'd be like, okay, we just had another team-up incident, I feel like it might get a little repetitive if they keep having to come back and back and back, But Iron Fist Season 2 is confirmed to premiere this year, so we get a lot of stuff coming. So that means we will have had Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist Season 2 all in this year. Punisher might be in there, not sure. And Daredevil Season 2, they might wait for an early 2019 release, like, I think Daredevil Season 2 premiered in March 2016, so. We now know what each episode of Luke Cage Season 2 is titled. Episode 1 is Soul Brother Number 1. Episode 2, Straighten It Out. Episode 3, Wig Out. Episode 4, I Get Physical. Episode 5, All Sold Out. Episode 6, The Basement. 7, On and On. 8, If It Ain't Rough, It Ain't Right. 9, For Pete's Sake. 10, The Main Ingredient. 11, The Creator. 12, Can't Front on Me. And 13, They Reminisce Over You. And each episode is the title of a song from Pete Rock and CL Smooth. So that's pretty cool. They're keeping with that tradition, seemingly, of naming each episode after a certain rapper's song. So that's pretty cool. And we just got a brand new trailer for Luke Cage Season 2. Actually, as of right now, I have not watched it. But apparently they're bringing Mariah Dillard back to the front of the show. Coming off of last season, Mariah Dillard is kind of taking a stand, as her public persona is getting a little, endangered. This should be interesting to see. I'm glad that Shades is coming back too. And we'll see what this new villain has in store. So Cloak and Dagger premiered this past week. I've only seen the first episode because I was gone when it actually aired, so I still have yet to watch the second episode. But the first episode I really enjoyed. I really like this fresh, new type of Marvel show that we're getting. And I still need to watch Runaways, but I'm really liking how this show started. So I guess we'll just have to see how the rest goes. Going back into the movie area, Captain Marvel is expected to soon wrap filming. Kind of going with the Captain Marvel deal. We've heard a lot about, lately about, speculation about what the future of the MCU will be after Avengers 4. And Kevin Feige just recently said that we should expect more female directors to take on movies. Some other crazy news this week, apparently a Hawkeye solo film is one of the projects being considered after Avengers 4. So, wow. With this Black Widow movie being developed behind Marvel's doors, a lot of people are like, hey, Hawkeye never got one. I love Hawkeye. He's really the most underrated guy on the team, even though, there's a big meme that the fact that he was not in Infinity War. And Kevin Feige's lately been saying, you expect different incarnations of certain characters. So this could, possibly pose the possibility of the introduction of Kate Bishop if there is a Hawkeye movie being released. I feel like Hawkeye would be kind of a mentor, because I don't know if Hawkeye, Clint Barton could have his own solo film entirely. So maybe he could be serving as a mentor figure to Kate Bishop, and it seems like they're trying to introduce this young Avengers team anyway. I could definitely see that happening, just Clint being there as a mentor to help Kate Bishop come in. And guys, we did it. Avengers Infinity War has finally reached $2 billion at the box office. Can't believe it, guys. This is great. So, wow. I can't believe it. This makes it the 4th film ever to make $2 billion. I believe it's with The Force Awakens, Titanic, and Avatar. Correct me if I'm wrong. But also, is the first superhero movie to hit $2 billion. So, big milestone for Marvel and for superhero movies. What a time to be a Marvel fan. With that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed this edition of the Marvel Mingle. Sorry that it was a bit different than the traditional Marvel Mingle, but forgive me. Some interesting stuff coming to the channel soon. With that being said, I will see you guys later. Just remember, it's all connected.